Today I'm visiting one of the oldest boot makers in the world. These boots start at $4,000 and there's a 5-year wait list. Why are people waiting so long for these? Who is buying them? And what makes this small shop in Austin, Texas so special? Let's go find out.
My name is Lee Miller, and I'm a custom boot maker here in Austin, Texas. And we have a shop here called Texas Traditions.
Lee's journey with boot making began all the way back in 1974. After going to school in Oklahoma and working a short stint in Utah, he got a knock on his door, receiving the news that the most famous boot maker in the world wanted him to come work in his shop.
Charlie Dunn had heard of me and was trying to find me to hire me. So I flew from Utah to Austin, Texas in November of 1977.
Charlie Dunn was known as the Michelangelo bootmaking, and Lee trained under him for 10 years. When it came time to retire, Lee bought the shop from Charlie, but the clientele and waitlist didn't come with it.
From 1986 to 1989, we only had 5 months worth of work. And then a magazine was going to do a story on bootmaking, and they decided to feature me. They hired a famous photographer, Harry Benson.
Harry Benson was the photographer at the time, taking pictures for the Beatles, Muhammad Ali, and Michael Jackson. When it came time to do the shoot, Lee found himself complaining, but Benson assured him, "This article is going to change your life." 2 million copies later, he was right.
We went from 5 months of work to maybe just endless amounts of work, just from that single magazine article. So currently, we have a 5-year backlog.
So I'm curious about a little bit about the economics of boot making. You know what the price of boots were going for back in 1977 at the shop?
$300.
$300.
Yes.
And in 2025, what are where do your guys' prices start at?
$3,800.
The price tag is high, but the leathers that go into these boots are some of the finest in the world. Kangaroo from Italy, bull hide from Spain. Oh yeah, and I should probably mention this one.
So this would be considered the oldest leather in the world. This ship sunk off the coast of England in 1786, and it was carrying a cargo of Russian reindeer. 200 years later, they found the wreckage and brought all the hides up. This is a picture of the diver bringing up the hide. So this is one of those hides from the bottom of the sea. We made a pair of boots, 2 pair of boots out of this. And this hide is the only one I have left, and we're not going to cut it up. We just want people to see it.
As exotic as they are, these leathers aren't the biggest factor that goes into the price.
The greatest part in making boots is not the cost of material, it's the labor, because they're handmade. If they were factory made or machine made boots, the labor would be much less. But because most everything is done by hand, the labor is really the huge part of it.
How many hours are we looking at to make a pair of these boots?
A plain boot takes 40 hours. Now a fancy boot, I mean, some of them can take you 2 weeks. I mean, ideally I want everybody to wear boots that I've made, but then you realize that not everybody can afford it.
Although his boots aren't for everyone, Lee does work with a wide variety of professions, but star endorsement is a real thing, and Lee has made boots for people like Willie Nelson, Tommy Lee Jones, and Lyle Lovett, just to name a few.
Well, these are all different lasts, and this is of course what we build boots on. So everyone represents somebody. Here's Willie Nelson. Willie came in here, I think it was probably the mid-90s. We made him 1 pair of boots and got to ask him a lot of questions. And he was very, very interesting. But that was a great, everybody knows Willie and everybody loves Willie.
Lee's shop is one of the last places that offers this ancient style of boot making, with some methods dating back to the Roman Empire. With all these amazing customers and a 5-year wait list, I wondered who was going to carry on this great tradition.
So when Charlie opened this shop in July of 1977, the shop had 2 missions. We want people to be able to A, continue to get Charlie Dunn boots, and B, we want to train young people so that they can carry on and learn to make Charlie Dunn boots long after you're gone. So the shop was opened with those dual purposes, and we continue to do it that way. You cannot find bootmakers. There's none out there. As a way of life, it's pretty much gone. So if somebody comes to you and they want to learn how, if you feel like that they're a good candidate, you take them on. So yes, we do offer apprenticeships.
What do you think the future of this traditional style of boot making looks like?
I think the future in this is anything that you want to do. You could keep it traditional, which is what I prefer, or you could go ahead and you could modernize it. But whatever happens, there's a place for what we do.